visuals, courtroom footage, gavel, documents, legal graphics, voiceover/on-screen text. In today's case, we dive into the courtroom drama of Antoine Dill, Escar Boyan, and Victoria Bailey. From probation violations to substance abuse challenges, witness the tense moments, judicial decisions, and real-life consequences unfold. Stay tuned for the full story. Background music, suspenseful, serious, but not too intense. Good morning, Mr. Antoine Dill. You were previously in court and pleaded true to counts 1 through 6. This was regarding the revocation of your probation for burglary of a habitation. There seems to be a date error in the report, but you were placed on probation back in April 2024.
It says on May 8th, 2025, he met with the high needs officer for the initial visit. Should that be May 2024?
Yes.
Okay, all right, just want to make sure. So, placed on probation back in April of 2024 for that offense. The allegations, failure to report, failure to work, testing positive, that didn't do the theft prevention class, behind in fees, and behind in restitution. There was no agreement, is that correct?
That's correct, yes.
Mr. And I've received an updated pre-sentence report. Has everyone had an opportunity to review that report?
You have, yes.
Any additions or corrections to that report?
Nothing from the defense, Judge.
Not from the state, other than Ms. Court has anything additional.
Okay.
Would like to hear from.
Thank you, ma'am. Go ahead, Mr. Lewis.
Judge, this situation, from talking with my client as well as members of his family, is definitely one that his substance abuse issue is something that he definitely needs to address. He's willing to, he understands that that's, definitely been in his way as far as definitely trying to complete his probation successfully. I would also like to add to that after speaking with him and with some of his family members that I don't believe he was on any type of mental health or any type of conditions dealing with his probation.
He was
I know it's
high needs.
Because from talking with him, there's definitely some things he has gone through in his past that I think affect him and are triggers for him. And I believe that, if he's able to get that type of help, to help with that, I think that would definitely help with the substance abuse issue. I believe there are vehicles available through community supervision that can address that. He's more than willing to accept that help at this point, understands he needs it. I know it looks like the recommendation in the updated PSI from probation is for ISF. It's something that they would recommend. He's more than willing to comply with that and try to work with that as much as possible. If there is anything that's available that has some type of aftercare or anything.
He is willing to accept any help available. He understands he needs support. The probation report recommends some structured program, and he's ready to follow it. Any additional treatment, especially for past trauma, will also help him address his substance abuse issues going forward.
Anyway, Ms. Smolfino?
Judge, I certainly respect all the efforts that Ms. Court has put into this defendant, and I don't ever like to overstep what the recommendation of the probation department is with respect to trying to help a probationer, but my read of it is that it's probably time for revocation, but I certainly would defer to what you all.
Well, it sounds like that's the recommendation of probation as well, really. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I mean, sure, go ahead.
Please speak. I have made a lot of mistakes in my life. I really have. But I beg you, Your Honor, please give me another chance. And
But you begged me when you were here before.
Yes, ma'am. And I got out, and the second day I was back on the streets. I did not have a plan for my life outside of just getting free. I met with the ASAP team, and they really gave me a lot of inspiration, a lot of hope so that I can change my life. Granted, Ms. Court has done an amazing job as my supervisor, and I apologize to her profusely, but I am not someone who wants to waste away in a jail cell.
Well,
so
here's the thing, Mr. Dill. When I looked back at your original pre-sentence report,
yes, ma'am.
There wasn't an agreement in that case. It was a cap. And the reason for that cap is because you already have felony criminal history.
Yes, ma'am.
You've already had 2 felony probations that were both revoked.
Yes.
And then I gave you probation again because you stood there and did just what you're doing right now. You saying the words,
Please.
stop. You need to stop because it's not going to get any better.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
By what you can say. I appreciate that you probably would like to do what you're saying,
Yes, ma'am.
but you've been given every opportunity. Probation's worked with you. Again, those felony probation revocations, one was in 19, one was in 2021. It's not like they were a long time ago. You've been given every opportunity on probations now 3 times. 3 times. And she worked with, when I'm reading through this pre-sentence report, Ms. Core tried to contact you. She tried to
I didn't
reschedule.
have a phone. I was just texting her. I was homeless. I have been homeless a lot of my life.
But that's what probation's for, is to help you. You have to go to probation. You can't keep using those things as an excuse.
Yes, ma'am.
I find that you freely entered your plea to counts 1 through 6. Those counts are true. You are guilty of burglary of a habitation. You are sentenced to 5 years in the Texas Department of Corrections. You will receive credit for any time already served. I am giving you the trial court certification to sign, which shows you have limited rights to appeal.
Lewis, it shows that this was not an agreement, so you do have some limited rights to appeal. I'm also handing you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. Firearm is a legal term, and you should read that written admonishment I provide you to see what devices qualify as a firearm. If you have questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk to Mr. Lewis.
Yes, ma'am.
I understand this isn't what you want. Take advantage of it, and when you get out, take advantage of opportunities in the community, because there are some that can help you.
Thank you.
All right? You
And
go
I
back
wanna
with
say one last thing to you, Judge. I will change my life.
I hope so,
I
for
will.
you.
For me.
Yeah, I hope so. I really
Yes, ma'am.
truly do.
Yes,
All right, sign that document, please, sir. All right, are you Victoria Bailey?
Yes, ma'am.
And Ms. Bailey is 25 DCCR 0170, charged with assault on a public servant, and in 25 DCCR 0278, charged with assault of hospital personnel. And Ms. Bailey was evaluated for competency to stand trial by Dr. Capon. I received that report dated April 22nd of 2025. Dr. Capon makes the finding in each of these cases that Ms. Bailey is currently not competent to stand trial, and that inpatient treatment for competency restoration is warranted. Is there any other evidence with regard to competency, Mr. Parker?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Nichols?
No, Your Honor.
Then at this time, based on that report, I am going to find Ms. Bailey not competent to stand trial. Order that inpatient treatment for competency restoration be provided at the appropriate facility, and that at that facility for a period of not to exceed 120 days from the date Ms. Bailey gets there, and we will await to hear if she has been restored at the end of that 120 days. You can go back with the bailiff, ma'am.
120 days?
Well, they're going to send you to a hospital to get you some help to make sure you understand everything better. And so cooperate with everything they want you to do, and we'll get you back here and get your cases taken care of, okay?
So, you're going to the hospital and then back to jail? Yes. You will stay up to 120 days at the hospital. It depends on whether you follow the instructions and take any required treatment. The goal is to make sure you understand everything. You must cooperate while there.
What does that mean?
Good morning, sir. Are you Esker Boykin?
Yes, ma'am.
And will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
You will, Your Honor.
Mr. Boykin, in cause number 25 DCCR 0351, the state has elected to proceed on the lesser included offense of a Class A misdemeanor assault from March 5th of 2025, and how do you plead to that charge?
No contest.
Are you pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
I have here on the computer some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed those documents on the computer, did you go over them with Mr. Parker?
It's that paper, computer we went over.
Yeah.
And do you understand what you signed with him?
Not all like clear set in my mind, but
Okay. Well, do you understand that if I follow this agreement that you've made, which is for a 2-year deferred probation, that you wouldn't be able to change your mind later?
yeah.
Okay. And you understand that the agreement that you've
What
reached,
is probation? It's
So-
my first time
It's flex.
criminal. Nah, it's a criminal.
so,
Locked up as a criminal.
All right.
It's affected this all.
right, I understand, Mr. Parker.
Last thing I know, I was in jail and I blacked out. The next thing I know, I'm in the hospital.
Okay.
I go to Spindle Top now.
I understand. I need to make sure.
I've explained to him, Judge, that the required probation, he'd have to report once a month. He has some fines and fees. That's where we go with that. There's no fine. There's just the court costs.
Probation is where you have a supervision officer that makes sure you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. Community.
Like what?
Not get in trouble.
In trouble for what?
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset the case, Mr. Boykin. I'm going to have a doctor come visit.
Before we move forward, you need to meet with a doctor either in jail or online. Answer all their questions carefully. The first time you blacked out, you were in jail without food and clothing. Now, the goal is to make sure you fully understand the process. You will go back with the bailiff to continue. Visuals, courtroom fades, subscribe button animation, social media links, voiceover/on-screen text. Thanks for watching. If you want more real-life courtroom cases and legal updates, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Comment below your thoughts on today's proceedings, and we'll see you in the next case. Background music, same style as intro, fading out.